INFJs, known as the advocates or counselors in the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator (MBTI), are often seen as deeply empathetic and intuitive individuals. Their rich inner worlds and commitment to understanding others contribute to their unique perspectives on life. However, beneath their compassionate exteriors lies a complex tapestry of fears and anxieties that can be both profound and haunting. In this note, we'll delve into what truly scares INFJs the most. From fear of disconnection to the existential dread of not living up to their potential, understanding these fears can provide insight not only into the INFJ psyche but also into how to support these sensitive souls in their journey. Let's explore the top fears that haunt the minds and hearts of INFJs. INFJs have a profound need for deep connections and meaningful relationships. This stems from their inherent desire to understand others and contribute positively to the world. When they feel disconnected from those around them, it can lead to feelings of loneliness and despair. This fear of disconnection is particularly acute because INFJs often feel misunderstood. They may believe that few people can truly appreciate their depth and complexity. The fear of disconnection can lead INFJs to overanalyze their interactions. They may obsess over whether they've said or done something to alienate a loved one, leading to anxiety about future interactions. This fear is compounded by their tendency to prioritize the emotional needs of others, sometimes at the expense of their own. The struggle to balance their need for connection with the fear of losing it can create an internal conflict that is exhausting and painful. INFJs are known for their depth of thought and emotion, but this complexity can also be a source of fear. Many INFJs worry that they will be misinterpreted or judged for their unique perspectives. They often feel like outsiders, and the idea of others not understanding their motivations or feelings can be deeply unsettling. This fear can lead INFJs to feel that they must constantly explain themselves, which can be mentally and emotionally draining. They may feel compelled to wear a mask to fit in or avoid confrontation, further complicating their relationships and sense of self. The fear of being misunderstood is not just about how others perceive them, it's also about the fear that they will never be truly seen or appreciated for who they are. Despite the weight of this fear, there are strategies INFJs can adopt to break free from its grip. Reframe failure. INFJs can benefit from viewing failure as a natural part of the growth process rather than an endpoint. By reframing failure as an opportunity for learning and improvement, they can lessen its emotional impact. Instead of aiming for perfection, INFJs should consider setting smaller, achievable goals that allow them to experience success incrementally. This can help build confidence and reduce the fear associated with larger, daunting tasks. INFJs can cultivate a kinder inner dialogue by practicing self-compassion. Acknowledging that everyone makes mistakes and that setbacks are part of the human experience can help reduce feelings of shame and inadequacy. Sharing their fears and insecurities with trusted friends or family can provide INFJs with valuable perspective and reassurance. Sometimes, an outside perspective can help them realize that their fears are exaggerated or unfounded. Gradually exposing themselves to situations where failure is possible can help INFJs build resilience. Taking small risks in safe environments can empower them to face larger challenges over time. The fear of failure is a complex and multifaceted challenge for INFJs. It is deeply intertwined with their aspirations, self-perception, and the weight of their emotional sensitivity. However, by acknowledging this fear and actively working to address it, INFJs can unlock their potential and embrace a more fulfilling life. Understanding and overcoming the fear of failure not only allows INFJs to pursue their dreams, but also fosters personal growth and self-acceptance. As they navigate their journey, they can remind themselves that failure is not a reflection of their worth but a stepping stone to success. As natural peacemakers, INFJs often go to great lengths to avoid conflict. They fear that disagreements will lead to hurt feelings or worse, the end of important relationships. This aversion to conflict can lead INFJs to suppress their own feelings or opinions in order to maintain harmony, resulting in internal turmoil. While avoiding conflict might seem like a protective measure, it can have the opposite effect. By not addressing issues directly, INFJs may allow resentment to build, ultimately damaging relationships over time. The fear of conflict can create a cycle of anxiety and avoidance that leaves INFJs feeling trapped and frustrated. At the core of the INFJ experience lies an intense longing for authenticity. INFJs thrive on meaningful connections, driven by their deep empathy and understanding of others' emotions. This desire for realness extends not only to their relationships but also to their own sense of self. As a result, the fear of inauthenticity can be a haunting specter in their lives, often causing them to grapple with questions of identity and purpose. Societal norms and external pressures can create a significant conflict for INFJs. In a world that often values conformity over individuality, INFJs may find themselves feeling compelled to fit into predefined roles or masks that do not align with their true selves. This pressure can lead to a profound sense of discomfort and disconnection, as they struggle to navigate the expectations imposed upon them by family, friends, or societal norms. The fear of being inauthentic can manifest as a debilitating anxiety, causing INFJs to question their motivations and actions constantly. They may worry that they are not living up to their values, which can create a dissonance between their inner beliefs and outward behaviors. This internal conflict can be exhausting, leading them to feel trapped in a cycle of self-doubt and fear of judgment. For INFJs, overthinking is a common coping mechanism that can exacerbate their fear of inauthenticity. They often find themselves analyzing their thoughts, feelings, and actions from every conceivable angle, searching for reassurance that they are being true to themselves. This tendency can lead to a paralyzing fear of making the wrong choice or presenting themselves in a way that feels disingenuous. The constant rumination can be particularly draining, leaving INFJs feeling emotionally depleted and uncertain about their place in the world. They may grapple with the fear that others will perceive them as inauthentic or insincere, leading to heightened social anxiety and reluctance to engage in new relationships or experiences. The fear of inauthenticity can significantly affect INFJs' relationships. They may struggle to open up fully, fearing that revealing their true selves could lead to rejection or disapproval. This can create barriers to intimacy, as INFJs might hold back their thoughts and feelings to avoid vulnerability. Additionally, INFJs often feel a strong responsibility to maintain harmony in their relationships. This sense of obligation can lead them to suppress their own needs or opinions to avoid conflict. They may convince themselves that they must prioritize others' feelings over their own, leading to an internal conflict that can strain their mental and emotional well-being. Despite the challenges posed by this fear, INFJs are often on a lifelong quest for authenticity. They value self-reflection and introspection, continually seeking to understand themselves and their motivations. This desire for self-discovery can empower them to confront their fears and work towards a more authentic existence. While the fear of inauthenticity can be a significant hurdle for INFJs, it can also serve as a catalyst for growth and self-awareness. By confronting this fear and taking steps toward living authentically, INFJs can unlock a deeper sense of fulfillment and purpose. Ultimately, embracing authenticity is a journey that requires patience and self-compassion. As INFJs learn to navigate their fears and align their actions with their true selves, they can forge genuine connections with others and create a life that reflects their core values and beliefs. For INFJs, the fear of change is deeply rooted in their intrinsic desire for stability and harmony. INFJs are known for their introspective nature and thoughtful approach to life. They often find comfort in routines, familiar environments, and long-term relationships. The prospect of change, whether minor or major, can create feelings of anxiety and apprehension, as it disrupts the sense of safety and predictability they have carefully cultivated. This fear of change is not just about the fear of the unknown, it is also tied to the emotional investment INFJs make in their lives and relationships. When they commit to something or someone, they do so wholeheartedly, believing in the potential for growth and connection. As such, any disruption to this sense of continuity can be jarring and can trigger feelings of vulnerability. For many INFJs, relationships are a cornerstone of their lives. They invest significant time and energy into nurturing deep, meaningful connections with others. The fear of change often manifests as a fear of losing those connections. Whether it's the potential for drifting apart from friends or family during a significant life transition or the anxiety of starting anew in a different social environment, INFJs may feel that change threatens the bonds they hold dear. For INFJs, the fear of losing control is often intertwined with their fundamental need for stability and predictability in their lives. This desire for control manifests in various aspects, from their emotional state to their relationships and environments. INFJs are natural planners and tend to prefer structured routines that help them feel grounded and secure. When faced with situations that threaten this sense of control, they may experience heightened anxiety and discomfort. This fear can stem from the inherent unpredictability of life. INFJs are sensitive individuals who often take on the emotions and challenges of those around them. When external circumstances become chaotic or overwhelming, the INFJ may feel as if their grip on their own reality is slipping, leading to feelings of vulnerability and distress. INFJs are known for their emotional depth and ability to empathize with others. While this trait is a strength, it can also contribute to their fear of losing control. When they absorb the emotions and struggles of those around them, it can create an emotional overload that makes them feel disoriented and helpless. For instance, if a close friend is going through a tough time, the INFJ may feel compelled to help, often at the expense of their own well-being. They may feel responsible for fixing the situation, leading to a fear that if they cannot control the outcome, they have somehow failed in their role as a supporter. This can result in significant emotional turmoil and an overwhelming desire to regain control over the situation, leading to stress and anxiety. INFJs have a strong desire for harmony in their relationships, which can further exacerbate their fear of losing control. They often prioritize the feelings and needs of others above their own, leading them to feel responsible for maintaining peace and balance. This pressure can manifest as a fear of conflict, where any potential disagreement or emotional upheaval feels like a threat to their carefully crafted sense of control. When confronted with conflicts or tensions, INFJs may resort to avoidance tactics, hoping to sidestep uncomfortable conversations or situations. This avoidance can lead to a cycle where the lack of confrontation causes issues to fester, ultimately increasing their fear of losing control over the dynamics of the relationship. The unpredictability of change is another factor contributing to the INFJ's fear of losing control. INFJs often feel most comfortable when they have a clear plan or direction, but life is full of uncertainties that can disrupt those plans. Whether it's a sudden job change, a shift in a relationship, or an unexpected life event, these changes can evoke feelings of helplessness and anxiety. In the face of uncertainty, INFJs may find themselves overanalyzing every possible outcome and scenario. This tendency to overthink can lead to heightened anxiety and can create a feeling of being trapped by their circumstances. The fear of losing control can hinder their ability to adapt and embrace change, as they may cling to what is familiar rather than exploring new possibilities. While the fear of losing control can be a significant challenge for INFJs, there are several strategies they can employ to manage and mitigate this fear. The fear of losing control is a significant challenge for many INFJs, often stemming from their desire for stability, emotional sensitivity, and a strong sense of responsibility for the well-being of others. While this fear can lead to anxiety and avoidance, it can also serve as a catalyst for growth and self-discovery. By embracing flexibility, practicing mindfulness, setting realistic expectations, establishing boundaries, and seeking support, INFJs can learn to navigate their fear of losing control more effectively. Ultimately, understanding that life is a blend of unpredictability and opportunity can empower INFJs to confront their fears and foster resilience in the face of change. What has your experience been with the fear of losing control as an INFJ? Do you have strategies that help you manage this fear? Share your insights and experiences in the comments below, and if you found this discussion helpful, please share it with others who might resonate with the INFJ experience. Understanding the fears that INFJs grapple with can help illuminate their unique experiences and challenges. From the fear of disconnection to the fear of losing control, these anxieties are often rooted in their deep emotional awareness and desire for authentic connection. By acknowledging these fears and working through them, INFJs can cultivate a greater sense of self-acceptance and resilience. They must remember that vulnerability is not a weakness but a strength that allows them to connect more deeply with themselves and others. What do you think? Do you resonate with these fears, or is there another fear you'd like to share? Your thoughts and experiences are welcome in the comments below.